Yeah, y'all know me. This is Elle Jackson, and you're watching Bahamian TV. We're in Georgetown, Exuma at Wenshua Art Gallery. We're gonna go inside and check out the proprietor, Miss Wendy Cartwright, and check out all of the cool artwork. Join me. So Wendy, the name Wenshua is so unique. Tell us about the origin of the name of the gallery.
Okay, the word Wenshua, it's a combination made-up name. It comes from my name, Wendy, the first three letters, Wen, and Shua is a biblical word. It means salvation, prosperity, and deliverance. So I merged it together and we have Wenshua.
What inspired you to open the gallery?
Well, here on the island of Exuma, Wenshua Art Gallery would be the first of its kind. On the island, we have so many talented people, artists here, sculptors, painters, and crafters, etc. But we lacked a place where we can experience and learn about art and see the art on a daily basis. The foreign tourists, our foreign visitors, and our domestic visitors alike. We have a local art association here by the name of Yuma Arts. They have been the driving force for art here, but it was not on a permanent basis. We were only able to display at certain times and venues like hotels or in the park. But some of the visitors and guests would ask, where else can I find your work on a more permanent basis? So I decided to invest in creating an art gallery here on the island for artists like myself and many others.
Tell the folks about Wendy the Artist.
Quite interesting. Wendy the Artist. Well, art for me began at a very early age. I realized my passion and my love for art at the age of primary school years. And afterward, high school and college, I went on to do art in college. I also worked as a graphic artist at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas for a few years. And there are so many people that have poured into my life, especially Homer Williams. You would know him. He is a local artist and architect in Nassau.
Okay, tell us a little bit about this piece that you did here.
Well, this piece right here is a scene out of Samson Key. And it's very typical of what you would see when you are in the beautiful waters around the Exumas, in your boat passing by. You have the land that's off in a distance, and then you have the coppers on the sand. And it's just a beautiful rendition of how I feel about the waters and the land of Exuma. Artists are very important to any community because we promote our culture, and we promote beauty, and just the nature of the work that we do, it inspires. It not only inspires, but it educates. This piece that we are looking at is a piece of work by Michael Knowles. He is from the Ferry Exuma, and he does contemporary modern art. And so you would see when I say that we have such a colorful array of art here, and artists, they all have their own way of designing and expressing how they feel. This piece is an oil painting, and it's titled Girl Behind the Hoya Leaves. And this is one of my pieces. This is an acrylic piece by Shannon Anthony Bethel. It's called Conch Shells. This piece is an acrylic piece by Damaso Gray, and it's called Feel the Rush. These are all pieces by Damaso Gray. This sculpture is by Troy Nixon. He is from Farmers Key, Exuma, but he works out of Nassau mostly. And it's made 100% out of coconut. Every part of the coconut is used in this sculpture. Another piece by Damaso Gray entitled Mount Milo. As you can see, it has the head of Celindan Pindling and Sir Milo Butler, the Prime Minister, the Honorable Perry Christie, and the former Prime Minister, Mr. Hubert Ingram. This is Old Woman's Dream. I think it's a relative of Damaso. Damaso is an Exuma-born native. He is from Williamstown, Exuma. Another one of Troy Nixon's fabulous coconut sculptures, and this one is called Let's Praise the Lord. This is another piece by myself, and it's called Roll Town Dreaming. And as you can see, the young lady in the picture, she is overlooking the beautiful seascape in Roll Town, one of the most magnificent views you would see in the Bahamas. And she's looking out there and perhaps wondering what is beyond those waters. Wenshua Art Gallery is not limited to artists only that lives or was born in Exuma, but we also showcase work from artists out of Nassau and all around the Bahamas. These two pieces that are behind me are by Dalton Evans, who resides in Nassau, and they're watercolor pieces. This is a piece by Mr. Michael Hoyt, and it's called Mystical Crab. Mystical Crab. This is another one of Michael Knowles' rendition. He calls this one sails. They're regatta sails, and they're done in the contemporary modern style, and it's on wood. This acrylic piece is done by Marie Evans out of Nassau, Bahamas, and it's called In an Island Garden. The colors are vibrant, it's textural, and it's very expressive of Bahamian colors. Here we have an acrylic painting by Ms. Moya Strawn, and she is another Nasuvian artist. She was also the art teacher here at Ellen Coakley for about 10 years. And the title of this one is called The Shark Lady. And the Shark Lady, as you know, she is out of the, or was, I should say, out of the Ferry Exuma. This is another piece by Michael Knowles. And you can see again his contemporary style, and it's what makes it interesting when you come into the gallery. There are so many styles, and to look at and to view, and then you get to learn what the various styles are all about and how the artists are creating and what is inspiring us to do what we do. This is another wonderful example of modern art and contemporary art by Michael Knowles. It is called Exuma Blue, and in this one he is using aluminum. These are aluminum caps, and these are found objects. He found these objects and he repurposed it. Strictly Coconut Sculptures by Troy Nixon, and this one is titled I Know the Way. It's an old man with his pipe in his mouth, and he is feeling his way. He says he knows the way, maybe not by sight, but he's walked that way so many times that he knows the way. This sculpture here is a sculpture done by artist Mary Louise DeVoe out of Nassau, but she was also an art teacher here on the island for many, many years, a very wonderful art teacher, and she has come up with this type of sculpture that she calls Jumbe Lu. And the pods that you see are the Jumbe pods, and she has combined it with local straw. This painting here is an oil painting done by Wade Godfrey Roll of Exuma, and he is one of our up-and-coming artists. This painting is oil conte, and it is done by Andrew Weish of Georgetown, Exuma. This is an oil painting done by another one of Exuma's young up-and-coming artists, very talented, Mr. Shaparo Rowe out of Mount Thompson, Exuma. Here we're standing next to a wonderful, magnificent sculpture done by an artist and sculptor, musician, Mr. Michael Hoyt. And sometimes we are just blessed that the artists, they do come to the gallery and visit, and when the visitors are here, they're able to share and explain and share their work. So standing next to me today is Mr. Michael Hoyt, who will tell you more about his wonderful carvings.
Well, this type of art that I do is driftwood art. It's driftwood that's found on Exuma, beautiful island, on the beaches and stuff. And I just pick it up and whatever image or whatever art I see in it, I just carve with chisel and hammer. I really appreciate her giving all artists a chance to, you know, show themselves as artists in this time, because we really need it in this time.
This is the fine photography room. We have wonderful photographers over here. Wendell McGregor, images by Alexander Nelson Ranger, and Michael Knowles also. The conch shell is a 2D painting, and it was done by Solomon Bow, and he's out of Forbes Hill, Exuma. This is a piece by Moya Strawn. This particular painting is a painting done by local artist Curtis Glass. We call him Cat Glass, but his name is Curtis Glass. These are some of the crafting that we do here at Wenshua. And here we have a mask that I did. I used the coral from the sea and I formed the face with clay. Then up here, what I do is I recycle bottles, wine bottles, bottles of all kinds, and I would put my paper mache sculpture on them. Some are sanded and some are sanded and painted. Okay, here at Wenshua, we also have functional art. We have what I call fashion art as well. We have crafters, and there are artisans that are designing necklace and earring sets out of coconut and sand beads. A part of being an artist is actually to experiment and to see how we can use our natural resources around us. This magnificent piece is by Damaso Gray, and it's called The Last Battle. Now, it's a political statement, and I would leave it to the viewer to derive whatever they think when they view this piece.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our stop here at the Wenshua Art Gallery right here in beautiful Georgetown, Exuma. Please support your Bahamian artists. I know that you enjoyed all of the beautiful artwork that we saw. Make sure that you keep on watching Bahamian TV. I'm Elle Jackson. I love you. Mwah.